Verictos, let's go into your house right here.
Get Verictos? Who are you
I
talking
don't know what
to?
his name is.
Get out of
He's
his
Spanish.
colon. Why are you doing that?
I'm a doctor, damn it!
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Sunday evening chat. I always like to start the recordings just randomly, but we are starting the video now. Luna Wolf has no idea when I'm going to start these things, so we just went with it.
Oh my god.
I am joined as always for the Sunday evening chat by Luna Wolf MXS. Luna Wolf, say hello.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
I wasn't expecting
transgender.
that. Hello, ladies and transgender men.
Hello, ladies and transgender men.
Terrible beginning. But anyway, welcome guys to the Sunday evening chat. I'm Death from Above. He's Luna Wolf MXS. This is a video we do every week. It's a video live stream, podcasty type YouTube thing, Twitch stream thing we do every week on Sunday evenings. So if you ever want to come check it out on my Twitch channel, link is below. 9 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. Eastern, Sunday nights every week. We do this on Twitch. It is uploaded to my YouTube channel, so you're probably watching this on YouTube. And if you are, hello. We like to hang out and talk about anything and everything. Video games are included, as are many other things. Sit here and talk about life, talk about gaming, talk about whatever. Just hang out with you in chat. So Crazy Kangaroo said, ooh, give it to me. You know what that means. Yeah, I do know what that means. It means I'm going to get some candy. So what we like to do with the Sunday evening chat is make it very interactive. So if you're in chat and you want to hang out, ask questions whenever you feel like it, talk, do whatever, it pops up on screen. We talk about it. We may ignore you if you're being weird. You know, I can't promise anything. But
if you're being weird,
if you're watching on YouTube and you want to get involved, leave a comment below with a question, and we will hit those up at the beginning of next week's video. So last week we didn't do a video for YouTube. I still did the Sunday evening chat. Luna Wolf had prior engagements he had to take care of. I can't even remember what they are. But
July.
It was it was July 4th. You were shooting fireworks. Fireworks? That's the newest Pokemon, Fireworks. So we didn't do a video last week. I just did the live stream by myself. Stop it.
You get some.
And
what's on your arm? Your arm's on fire.
Yes, I have purple fire and green fire on my arms. But so no comments from last week's video because there was no video last week. But this week, if you want to get into next week's video, leave a comment below. We'll hit that up at the beginning of the video. So we're at the point where we discuss beverages of the evening. So I'm gonna hold up my huge beer mug, and it's half full because I only had one beer. I've only drank a couple sips, but it's literally the size of my head. So it is Guinness. It's the last one I had in the house. It's literally the only alcohol in the house. So I'm finishing that off tonight. Luna Wolf, surprise us with your beverage selection of the evening.
I got a good old-fashioned tall boy, Bud Light.
Just one? Or just one currently?
Just Uno. Uno right now.
Uno right now.
It's a
That's
16
nice.
ounce.
So,
Where you going, boy? Where you going?
That's a mandatory rule for the Sunday evening chat. You have to have a drink of some type. It can be water. It can be absinthe. I don't care what you're drinking. But let me know in the comments what you're drinking. I'd like to know.
What you drinking on?
We always have some sort of beverage while we drink because, you know, you got to while you're talking. But anyway, getting into it. Sunday evening chat is time. We like to talk about all sorts of nonsense. So we like to, I like to start out with the week and what we did this week. So this week was very hectic for me. Very, very hectic. Our AC went out, which is always fun.
Oh.
Yeah, it's the best. It's not the middle of July or anything in Alabama.
I know.
AC went out. It took forever to get it fixed, and nothing was really wrong with it. There was two issues, and there may not have actually been two issues. There may have just been one issue, but we got a new thermostat because something about the connection, it wasn't turning the unit on outside. So like our unit would blow, but it would just be air. It wouldn't be cold air.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it was the upstairs unit. We have two. We live in a townhouse. We have an upstairs and a downstairs, and the upstairs is where all the bedrooms are, and that's the one that wasn't working. So very frustrating. So sleeping that one night was awful, and then the next night we stayed with her parents, and then the next day we got it fixed. So Tuesday I think is when it stopped working. Thursday was when it got fixed. And what it ended up being was one, the thermostat, so we got that replaced. That was easy. And then two, there is a drain line for the condensation because it's up in the attic. Our units are up in the attic, and there's a drain line that goes from the attic to the outside of your house that drains the condensation. Well, if that line gets
Yeah.
plugged, the water backs up into your attic, and there's a little catch tray underneath the unit that catches the water, and then once it hits a certain point, there's a cutoff switch, and it cuts it off. So that's what had happened. It had backed up, and it filled that up, and it cut it off. Well, yeah, it's like, okay, that's cool. Let's just clear the line out and be on our way. Well, it's not as simple as that, because it's a little bitty tube of PVC pipe that there's like no way to get anything in it, because it snakes through your walls and goes outside and goes all the way up into the attic. So what the AC repair guys had to do is they blew compressed air into it, and he said he got it cleared the first time. This is a two-parter. The first time he said he got it cleared, you need to run some Clorox through it to break up what was ever in there. And he has some theories about what was in there, so he told me that, and I was like, all right, cool. He didn't make it sound like I had to do it like that second. It just sounded like I need to do that the next day or two. It's like, okay, cool. So we got some that night. I was going to do it the next day. Wake up the next morning, AC's not working again. I'm like, okay. Call him back, and I tell him the line's plugged, because this time I knew what was going on. So I went up there and checked it, and of course the pan was full of water again. So you have to like literally bail it out with a cup and dump it in your sink to get it clean. It's a lot of water. So it took me like 2 hours that morning to do that, and then he came and they pushed some more air through it, and they said they finally got it loose, but I didn't see any like debris outside of whatever it was. So I was
they're
like, okay,
liars.
but I could tell it was working. I could tell there was a little bit of water draining. I was like, okay, that's fine. At this point, I'd already put Clorox in it, so it was going to break it up eventually, and there was some flow, so I was fine with it. So I was like, okay, I'll hang out and watch this for 20 or 30 minutes just to make sure. This was like lunch break on Thursday. And finally, I went out there and I checked it, and I had put a little pail underneath it to catch it, and it was just full of mud. And it was because a dirt dauber insect had climbed up in there and made its nest in there and blocked our whole line. And I'm going, it was awful. But I'm glad it was clear now. And now I know. It's like every time something breaks on our AC unit. We just had the outside unit replaced last year, so I was really not happy with it not working. So every time we get something replaced, I learn a little bit more about AC units, but
mine's from 1993.
You'll be having problems with that one eventually.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why is it not going out right now? I'm waiting for it to explode.
It probably hasn't been run that much. I mean, they can last longer if you don't run them. Like, we're running them ours like crazy. But
you heard about the water leak I had, didn't you?
I remember you told me about it, or you texted me. You said you had a water leak. Something. Oh, that was Monday night, wasn't it?
Oh yeah.
You like, I got to do a. What happened last week is you couldn't come to the Sunday evening chat, so we were gonna do it on Monday, and then on Monday you told me you had a water leak, and then that was the last I heard.
Well, I just hit my dad up, and he's like, "Whatever, we can fix it." You know, most my neighbors on the other side. You know, with water leaks, you got to have digging permits and all that stuff.
Yeah.
License plumber, blah blah blah. Well, my neighbors on both sides was like, I was lying. I'm like, yeah, we got licensed plumber and blah blah blah. But me and my dad and his buddy did it. It took three days, and I got to pay my dad back, but it's only going to cost like $100.
That's not bad.
Whereas the neighbors on each side, the same thing cost them $1,500.
Whoa!
And it took over a week to fix it.
Jeez. So what happened? A pipe just froze, or like a pipe just bust?
Yeah, it just busted. I guess the tree's like kind of pushing the pipes around.
Mm-hmm. Natasha is saying hello from off screen. Say hello.
Hello.
Can you hear him? Okay, yeah. Yeah, we're doing the Sunday evening chat. Mrs. from above is joining us off screen. She's right here. Yeah. He does it on his phone though, so he could be anywhere. He goes to the gas station sometimes and gets beer on the stream, on the thing that we record. It's pretty funny. But anyway, so your pipe busted, but you got it fixed.
My pipe blew up. I fixed
That's good. Yeah, we're having all sorts of house problems this week.
I know.
But other than that, it was a normal week when I wasn't driving to and from work to do AC stuff, and then we're gonna get to Pokemon in a minute. That's video game.
Pokemon.
That's video game
catch 'em
related.
all.
Right now we're doing life
Pokemon.
related.
Gotta catch 'em all.
You invisibly. So this weekend we went to the zoo yesterday. I'll talk more about that in the video game segment. Doesn't that make sense? And then today we just hung out and did family stuff. Went to my wife's parents' house and had a nice day. So anyway, sounds like it was a busy, hot, sweaty week for both of us.
Yeah, I know. We went to the river yesterday. It was amazing. You know where I'm talking about? Mount Brook by the Pig.
Yeah.
There's that park, man. You should go check it out. It's really nice because Mount Brook paid for all of it.
Oh,
And
Mountain Brook is the rich area of our city.
Mount Brook's actually one of the richest cities in the southeast.
Yeah. Yeah. If you, I'm trying to think what to relate it to, but anyway, just Google Mountain Brook, Alabama.
The Hamptons, like
you'll,
the Hamptons.
you'll figure it out real fast. But it's really nice.
But yeah, there's you need to go check it out because there's a what do they call a gazebo? It's got like you can cook there and stuff. It's cool. Like you can see the river. It's awesome.
Yeah. We always drive by it. We never stop. We'll get there eventually. All those places. I mean, I'm sure there's a Pokestop there, so we'll go by and look at it.
No, there's not because I checked.
You checked. Well, let's talk about video games. Specifically, Pokemon. So, Pokemon Go came out on Wednesday. I know we're playing Destiny. I usually play Destiny or the Division, but Pokemon, man, I played Pokemon when I was a kid. I loved it. And now it's on my phone, and I love it even more.
I never liked it.
See, I loved it, man. I like that. So, what it is, Pokemon Go it's called augmented reality. It's an app on your phone where you can run around and catch Pokemon in the world. Like, you can't stand here and play. You have to actually go out into the world, walk around your neighborhood, and catch Pokemon. And it works through your phone. So, like, use your phone and your GPS and your camera and stuff to catch them. So you have to be outside the house to do it. And it's pretty cool. It's actually very cool, and it's a lot of fun. And I don't drive anywhere now. I make Natasha do all the driving. That way I can catch Pokemon while we ride.
So you get Pokemon?
Yes. I bet it's difficult for you having a manual drive vehicle in Pokemon Go. Have you even tried to catch?
I'm gonna wreck.
Have you tried while you're driving?
Nah, it doesn't work.
Don't do it. It's terrible.
The neighbors across the street, like I was walking around with my phone one day, and he's like, "What are you doing? Trying to get signal?" I was like, "No, man, I'm trying to catch Pokemon." And he's like, "Oh, well, that's weird." And then today he come out. He's like, "Hey, man, me and my wife are playing Pokemon. That game's awesome." It's just funny.
It's ridiculous how quickly this game has caught on and how widespread it is. I mean, the makers of and it's owned by Google right now. Like the Niantic or whatever it is a Google company.
Yeah.
It's Google and Nintendo, literally
because they're
printing
using
money.
Google Maps.
Yeah, so it's like it's a money machine, probably.
Yeah,
ridiculous, but it's so fun.
I think it's going to get to the point where businesses are going to be like, "I want to be a Pokespot."
Yes,
and they pay money.
People have already talked about that. I heard somebody on the stream talking about it. I'm showing off my Pokemon right now. I have a $4.99 Tentacruel is my top dude right now.
That's garbage.
And I have I have a $3.93 Golbat, a $3.73 Pidgeot, a $2.37 Grimer, $2.26 Eevee, $1.71 Oddish, and $1.69 Pidgeotto. And then the rest are 100 or something.
You suck.
I've just been doing it. I mean, in a day you'll be here.
The highest I got is like 149.
Just walk around the base. Walk around the base. No, you don't even have to go to work tomorrow.
Yeah, no, we got 2 Pokespots on base. We got a gym on base too.
That's funny. There's the nearest gym to my office is not anywhere near. Like I haven't found it. Like I don't know what gym. There's a gym near my house, but it's like a church that I don't go to. So I just have to sit in the parking lot at some point.
You and everybody else.
Yeah, me and everybody else.
That's what. I went down to the church near me. There was a Pokestop, and there's another dude there doing it, walking his dog. It's funny.
Like, have you done a gym battle yet?
No, have you?
No, I want to, but I haven't actually been to a gym yet. By the time I didn't hit rank 5 till like this morning or last night, and it's like I don't have time to just go sit in a parking lot somewhere and do this. Like yesterday morning, I went and picked up biscuits from Hardee's, and Natasha and Corbin stayed home, and Kira rode with me, and we were like stopping at all the Pokestops and looking at stuff. But I wasn't level 5 yet, so I couldn't do a gym. So I was just like driving around doing stuff. So it's the new reason to stop on the side of the road, ladies and gentlemen. Pokemon Go.
Pretty much. That's what it's gonna be weird because you gotta actually like go and meet people.
Yeah. It's the strangest video game I've ever played because you have to leave your house.
Yeah.
But no, if you want to have a windfall, go to the zoo. Because every single I was telling you this before the video, but go to the zoo. Every single exhibit is a Pokestop, and there are Pokemon everywhere.
I wonder if they do that on purpose.
Awesome.
We're gonna have to do that. Let's see if
But
girl wants to go.
funny story tonight, leaving my wife's parents' house, coming back home. I told you this earlier too, but I had used all of my Pokeballs. I didn't know I could run out until I did. I was like, oh no, I'm out of Pokeballs. So I told her we have to, on the way home, we have to stop at some Pokestops so I can get some Pokeballs. And she was like, all right. She was very, very agreeable to it. So we did that. We stopped at 3 or 4 places, and I got some items. And by the time we got home, I was out of Pokeballs again because in between each stop, I was catching Pokemon. I was like, yeah, this is fun. No, I'm out of Pokeballs and we're home. Dang it. So I don't know, man. It's been fun, but it's kind of weird.
I've been using the fragrance stuff to just get them at the house.
The incense where they come to you.
Yeah.
There's I've got some other stuff, like there's a module you can take to a Pokestop that will attract them. Kind of interesting. I don't know. But this thing on my phone is hilarious and it's fun.
What is that?
It is so silly.
Smokemon! Gotta smoke 'em!
But anyway, that's enough of that. No more Pokemon. No more Pokemon until I get some more Pokeballs at least. I need to do a gym. We'll have a full Pokemon Sunday evening chat next week. We'll talk about all the gym battles we've had and how we've dominated everything. No, you pushed me off. I looked at my screen right when I was at the edge, so I couldn't get it. But anyway, I want to talk about some other video games. Specifically, well, we'll talk about Destiny first because Destiny's kind of fun, but it's not anything. There's not anything huge going on. They announced the Moments of Triumph for Destiny Year 2. Do you know what the Moments of Triumph are?
Oh yeah, I've seen them. I don't.
Did you pick up the book? There's Moments of Triumph, things you have to complete in Year 2 Destiny to get certain rewards and certain little emblems and shaders. It's kind of like a badge of honor saying, hey, I did these things in Year 2. I've got the Moments of Triumph from Year 1. I think it's on my Titan. I've got them equipped. Yeah, there it is. So you get like this emblem, and there was a shader. I can't remember, but Moments of Triumph Year 1, you had to just basically do certain things inside of Destiny, accomplish different things from Year 1 to get the gear. So Year 2, you have I've got it on my Titan, so I can't look at it right now. But certain things like complete the hard mode raid, or complete Challenge of the Elders, or collect all 50 calcified fragments. So it's pretty cool. That's pretty much the only news in Destiny this week. Everything else is business as usual, waiting on more information for Rise of Iron when it comes out September 20th. There should be some live streams from Bungie coming up soon, or basically some information. Last week was Bungie Day 7/7, and they had a little. That's when they announced the Moments of Triumph. That's just kind of a community appreciation day, or a Bungie appreciation day that they do every year on the 7th of July. And it was, that's about all the Destiny news, you guys. So Destiny is solid, is still fun. There's not a lot going on. I think next week we're going to get some more information on live streams and reveals and stuff like that for Rise of Iron. But kind of just a holding pattern for Destiny right now. But I want to talk about the Division. Do you want to talk about the Division? Have you? When's the last time you played the Division?
It's with you. It was a while back.
This game, man.
Division.
This game.
Is it garbage again?
So I wanted to, like, I've been. It's all right. Underground is all right. I wanted to get in there and level up and get some gear and do some things and get some loot and play. And I'd had some pretty good experiences this past week doing it, just kind of with randoms, matchmaking, and having fun. But the last 2 days have made me literally just turn the game off. It's like I didn't even want to play Destiny, but I would just close the Division and open Destiny just because I didn't want to play the Division anymore. I wanted to somehow punish the game for the things it did to me. And I'm like, I cannot believe you could do this to me. So Underground is a system where you go into a certain part of the map and it randomly generates like dungeons. So basically like subway areas, underground areas. So to randomly generate that, you can set the difficulty, you can set the length. There's like modifiers where you like have no radar, or your skills don't work quite right, or what was the other one? You run out of ammo faster, stuff like that. So the more modifiers, the higher your experience that you get from it, and the harder the difficulty, the more experience, the better loot and stuff. So on and so forth. So I was not doing... there's 4 difficulties. There's normal, there's hard, there's challenging, there's heroic. I was doing hard, which is not hard. But when you have a group of 4 randoms, or 3 other people that are randoms, it gets very hard. Because they don't know what the F they're doing. I kept... like, I just wanted to run quick ones at the second level difficulty just to get experience so I could get my rank up. I just wanted to run through them, kill stuff, get my rank up, run through them. Every single time for the past 2 days I've gone into one of those, we either can't get past the first room because everybody just dies like idiots, or we get to the last room and everybody dies and we don't get... like, that's the worst part about it, is when you get to the last room and everybody dies. Because when you die, you go all the way out. You don't get any credit for it. You have to start all over. So I get a little frustrated with the game at that situation. I've been playing it up to this point, and I've been completing them. It's like, all right, I'm getting done, And then the last 2 days, it's like nobody knows what they're doing. Nobody has a clue. So the matchmaking has been horrible. So I just started doing normal missions, like the easy ones, and just blowing through them. And it's just because I can blow through them without any help. But the problem is I can't solo it, because if you get downed when you're solo, it's over. But if you have like one person with you, they can get you up, and it's not that big a deal. So I don't have anybody that plays with me regular, so I have to match make. And then when you match make, you never know what you're going to get. They might be complete doofuses. So it's a little frustrating to run that. So that led me to the next item. The Dark Zone. I was like, well, let's go run the Dark Zone. I'll match make into it. It's fun to just run the low level Dark Zones, kill stuff. I just wanted to get my rank up because there were some items I wanted to buy. Well, I go into the Dark Zone and I match make, and it won't stop match making me into the DZ06. And DZ06 is impossible. Like DZ06 is the top level difficulty. And now there's a 231 gear score bracket, which I'm in, which is the highest difficulty. The enemies are level 35. It takes 2 or 3 groups of 4 to kill these bosses at this point. And I'm like, what are you doing to me, game? So I finally get into a group that's running lower difficulty, or like DZ03, and they're being weird. They're trying to kill other people. We're going rogue. I don't want to go rogue. And so it's just the fun, just the joys of matchmaking. And the best part is, it match makes me into their group, so I know at any point they kick me from the group and then just try to kill me too. So eventually they did that. They kicked me and they tried to kill me, but they couldn't. I got away. And then, of course, at this point, I try to match make again. I get into a group and I'm the leader, but then this group is getting just wrecked by a group of rogues that are just sitting by an entrance. And I'm like, just this game, man. So I leave there. And I'm like, I'll run a mission. I'll run a challenge mission just to run it for the Phoenix credits. And we can't get past the first door. And people keep quitting. Like, every group, people just quit. People don't know what they're doing. I just had to hold my hands up at a certain point. I was like, this ain't worth it. I'm through playing this game. Because I've had good experiences up until the last couple of days. Yeah, and then I found Pokemon. I was like, well, I gotta leave the house to play this game. I can't play this game at home. Beast goes, what's up? So I don't know, man. The video gaming this week has been weird because Destiny. I've got stuff to do. I always love playing Destiny. It's always fun. But I mean, I've collected everything and done everything in the game that I really care to do until Iron Banner comes around, or I just get a hankering to play some PvP or something. But I wanted to play the Division to kind of have a counterpoint to Destiny, but it's awful. And oh, so that's not the icing on the cake. The icing on the cake was last night or this morning. I can't remember if it was yesterday or today. So we were doing a 2-phase hard mode mission, which is not that difficult.
Yeah.
We finished the whole first phase. We had a good group. We were running through stuff. I was like, yes, this is going well. We're doing a 2-phase with some modifiers. We'll get some good loot at the end. Finished the whole first phase. And the door to the second phase would not open. It was glitched. So we got halfway through it. Couldn't go anywhere. So it's like, all right, 1, you got the matchmaking issues. 2, you got just balance issues, weapon balance, enemy balance. Like the enemies have too much health. It's just so hard to kill stuff.
Yeah.
Health balance, gun balance. Any enemy with a shotgun is going to wreck you no matter how high level they are. So you get all the balance issues. You get the matchmaking issues. You get the glitches. And I had to make a video today saying the Division is not respectful of my time. And so I said, screw that. Screw that. Beast Ghost, you're not late. You're right on time. Luna Wolf likes Destiny more than he likes the Division, but not more than Pokemon.
I did.
Nobody likes it more than Pokemon.
When it first started out, I loved the Division. I like the feel of the game better than I did Destiny.
See, that's my thing too. I like
snowing.
the sounds and the way the guns look, and just it feels cool. But then you start shooting something, and you're like, this dude's not dying. Yeah. I don't like
Gameplay's
this.
garbage.
So we're gonna have to play some Battlefield or something to get that. But that was my rant. I put a video up about it yesterday, or it's technically today that the video went live. But if you're watching this video on YouTube, it'll be the day before. Anyway, whatever. So that was my whole point. Is the Division is not respectful of my time. I'll go into something, I'll get a certain part way through it, and I'll die, and it won't give me anything. It's like, all right, you got to start over. Screw you, man. It's like, all right, thanks, game. No checkpoint, no nothing. Or like the loot system or the leveling system, everything takes too long. The enemies are too hard to kill. It takes too long to get loot. It's just not rewarding enough.
Yeah.
The grind is too long for the rewards that you get. So I don't know. I need to stop ranting on the stream, on the video about the Division. It's like either play it and enjoy it or stop playing. I'm probably just gonna stop playing it. But
yeah, I just wait.
I'm gonna start playing. I'm gonna go pro in Rocket League or something.
It's like give me a second. I lost my train of thought.
Yep.
It's like Destiny is Facebook and the Division is MySpace.
Pretty much. I feel like and with the Division, man, it's like Destiny is a fine painting, and the Division is like the painting that you do by throwing paint at a wall. It's like, yeah, they're both art, but dang, one looks better than the other.
One's way better.
Because the Division is like Destiny hides all the numbers behind the scenes. You get stats that have levels, but the Division is like, here's the number. It's the number, and there's a lot of other numbers. Make sense of them. It's like, no, I want you to make it easier for me to make sense of them. Don't give me all this complicated crap like toughness and skill power. It's like, come on, there's numbers upon numbers upon numbers upon numbers. I just want to know if I'm strong enough or not. Come on, man, just let me have some. So that's my Division experience. That's literally just the last 3 days. Before that, it was fun. It was just kind of just boring to level, but now it's like, no, I can't be bored leveling in this game because I'm not expecting anything good. If I was expecting something good, I would do it. But I don't, so I can't. So rant is complete. You got anything to add to the Division discussion?
I found a ghost up here. Nah, I hate the Division now.
Yeah, there's 4 ghosts hidden around the reef.
Did you get one up here? I don't know what they do.
There's another one over here. If you see where I'm at, man. Standing. Yeah, I've gotten that one. Shut your pie hole, Wang Chung.
And I almost died.
So right here, up in that netting, there's a ghost, but you got to go all the way over there and like climb up and walk over and stuff. And there's one underneath down there, and so But what else is going on? We had the UFC last night. Ooh, UFC 200.
Yeah, it was good. Did you watch it?
Did you? So I watched all of it. I watched the Fight Pass prelims because I signed up for a free 7-day trial. I watched the Fox Sports prelims, and then I watched the main card. We just recently canceled DirecTV, so now we're all just internet streaming.
Yeah,
video.
That's a good idea.
So I had it like I was going from my computer to my tablet to my phone with all these different things, watching it. It was a lot of fun doing that, but the prelims were so much better than the main fights. They were much better fights. Did you watch any of them, or did you just watch the pay-per-view?
No, I didn't watch any of the prelims.
They were awesome. A couple that stuck out in my mind. Joe Lozon knocked out Diego Sanchez.
Oh, really?
Yes.
That sucks for Diego.
Yeah, it was the second time he's ever been finished, and I think it was the first time he's ever been. I don't know that he TKO'd him. He didn't knock him out, but the ref, it was first round. He just tagged him and tagged him and tagged him and tagged him. At one point, Diego Sanchez, he was asleep on his feet, stumbling around. Lozon was punching him, and he kept looking at the ref, and he was like, "This dude is out. He just won't fall over." And everyone can see it. It's like, this dude is gone. But Diego Sanchez just has such good cardio, his body won't like just fall over. So he eventually got it called on him, but it was a good fight. And then
Lozon's the one that plays video games, isn't he?
Yeah, Joe Lozon. He does Woody's Gamer Tag. He's friends with Woody's Gamer Tag, who's a YouTuber that does a lot of video game stuff. But yeah, he does a lot of the gaming. I think he has a Twitch channel. I don't know.
Damn it, I can't get this going.
But that one here, let's pull up the fight card and we'll talk about it because I think it's worthy of a discussion of each individual.
I mean, it was
fight.
a good UFC.
So, but yeah, I watched them all. I actually enjoyed the what's it called? I enjoyed the prelims, and I enjoyed watching it on streaming it instead of watching it on cable because I could just watch it wherever.
Yeah.
And I was like just carrying the tablet around watching it, or I was editing a video while I was doing it and stuff like that. So it was a lot of fun. So Fight Pass prelims, we had Gegard Musashi versus some guy named Santos. Gegard knocked him out. It was a good fight. That was a first round fight that Gegard Musashi just took him out. Jim Miller versus Takanori Gomi. Jim Miller choked out. I think he choked him out. But
I was gonna say Jim Miller sounded like he lost. I watched his interview where he's just like, I don't know, maybe they'll kick me out, whatever. Like,
no, he won like the first round. It was a good fight. But what happened next? Sage Northcutt versus what is the name?
Yeah, how did he do?
Enrique Marin. He won, and it was a good match. Sage Northcutt is kind of an up-and-comer that everybody's paying attention to. I think he's a striker. He's like a karate guy. Enrique Martin is a jiu-jitsu guy. So there was a couple times when he was on the ground. Like Sage Northcutt got caught in a deep armbar. Like he should have been toast. And he wiggled out of it. Like he toughed out of it. Like he was all the way extended. And he got out of it. So it was one of those fights that turned a prospect into a fighter because you could see that he was growing and maturing. It was like, that was a good fight for him because everybody saw that he was doing good. Then we had TJ Dillashaw versus Rafael Assunção. I didn't actually see that
how
one.
did he do?
I don't know what happened.
I'm sure he destroyed the guy.
I think it just went to a decision. Yeah, round 3 decision. I didn't watch that fight for some reason. I think I was doing other things and it was boring. Johnny Hendricks versus Kelvin Gastelum. It was a good.
How was that?
That was a good fight. It was interesting. It was a back and forth fight. It went to a decision. Kelvin Gastelum got the decision. Gastelum seemed a lot faster and was landing more precision shots. Johnny Hendricks seemed like he was a little bit slow, a little bit tired towards the end. But second round, Hendricks definitely got the second round. But it was an interesting fight. It was.
Gastelum's weird. I don't really like him. I don't know why.
He's an Ultimate Fighter guy that was a wrestler that learned. His striking looks really good now, but he's one of those guys that learned striking afterwards. Chewbacca789, what's up?
He beat like Uriah Hall, and I watched the fight, and I'm like, what the hell is Uriah Hall smoking? He was like on weed.
Oh, Uriah Hall outthinks himself. He defeats himself. Then we had Kat Zingano versus Juliana Pena. This was the women that like to pose and take Instagram photos fight, I feel like. But Juliana Pena won. It was a decision. I don't really care about that fight. Nothing really happened in it that was memorable. So, basically the Fight Pass prelims were the ones that were amazing. All three of those fights were really good. The FS1 prelims were good. They were entertaining. The main card fights, the first one was good, and then the rest of them kind of were. So like Velasquez versus Travis Brown, Cain Velasquez. Cain Velasquez knocked him out. Just knocked him out. Like he looked like they always talk about he should look, how he was. He's a monster. He's the dominant heavyweight of the division. He just was. He was punching.
He looked good.
He was punching him. He looked great doing it. First round stoppage. So I like that one. Then you had Jose Aldo versus Frankie Edgar. Frankie Edgar, I think Aldo just outstruck him. It wasn't anything amazing.
I thought Frankie won because Frankie was pressuring the whole fight.
Really?
But
see, this was another one where I was editing a video. Like I was trying to fix my video. My recordings got messed up, so I was messing with a video edit while I was watching this one. So I didn't pay too much attention. But this is the one I was telling. I was telling you on the stream. What were you gonna say?
I was just saying that one was kind of boring, just because it seemed like they were both intimidated by each other.
Yeah, this is the one I was telling Luna Wolf. There's a picture floating around on the internet of these two guys fighting in the cage, but the focus, like the two fighters are in the foreground, but they're a little out of focus because the focus is on the fans seated behind the cage, and it's just everybody's sitting down except for Conor McGregor, who's standing up with his hands behind his back, just staring at them. like with a I'm gonna cook you and eat you look type thing. It's the freakiest picture.
That's
just
funny.
Go find it on the internet. It's awesome.
I've been trying to find it.
Man, I don't know what it was on. It's some MMA website. It was a good picture. But then you had Cormier versus Silva. That fight went exactly how I thought it was gonna go.
Yeah, that was weird.
Well, Anderson Silva had not trained since he had pancreatic surgery, gallbladder surgery. So he hasn't trained for like 6 months. So it was just basically like a dude coming off the street and be like, I'll fight. I can do it. Let's go. So I knew exactly.
Because he didn't really throw any punches or anything.
No, well, he was too gassed. Weird. Like he had no cardio. But that one went exactly like I thought it was going to go. Cormier controlled him. He flirted with him a couple times on the feet, but he really just kind of took him down, controlled him, and took the decision. So I was not impressed with your performance.
Yeah,
but it went. I mean, how could you? Anderson Silva basically walking in off the street saying, "Sure, I'll do it." It was pretty cool. Mark Hunt versus Brock Lesnar. If I was gonna pick a way for Brock to win, that would have been the way. Basically,
yeah, that was really good.
Took him down and controlled him.
I'm happy for him in that.
Yeah, I was wondering about Brock. It was an interesting dynamic with this one.
Brock's he's got like a weird, like he's a bully or whatever, his personality. But if he doesn't do good, it almost like crushes him.
Yeah. See, that's what I was wondering. I was thinking, Brock, I don't think actually even cares if he wins or loses here. I think he's probably doing it because one, it helps him get his name and notoriety out, and two, it's a huge paycheck for him, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And it's probably one of those things where
I tried to figure out how much he made.
UFC 200 is, a historic UFC event, so he's like, well, I'm gonna get in on that. I'll help y'all out, and it'll help me out. So
yeah,
kind of who knows if he'll even have another fight after this, but I'm sure he made some serious bank off of that.
They asked him if he wanted to fight Kane again, and he said yeah, but he basically said, I really don't care. I'm going to do whatever I want to do. I might go back to fake wrestling or whatever.
Yeah. I think that's what he's thinking. He's like, it was cool, man. I just want to be on UFC 200. Now he's like, I don't know if I want to fight again. Might not.
Yeah, because he was on UFC 100.
Yeah, he was, wasn't
I
he?
think he lost on UFC 100.
But and then
He's
the girl,
a beast, though, man. He's so freaking huge.
he's huge and intimidating. But then he gets in there in a fight with a guy that actually is a top tier fighter, and you're like, oh, he's not that bad.
Yeah.
Like fighting anybody else, yeah, he's gonna
punch.
maul them. But fighting the top tier heavyweights, it's like, oh, okay, not that bad.
Yeah, he's just another dude.
Like I couldn't take him at all, ever, never, ever, ever. I would run so hard from that man. I would just run away from him if he was just talking to me. I'd be like, I don't want to talk to you. You scare me.
You're
Scary, dude. Go away. And then some girls fought, and it was over.
There's a girl fought, and one of the girls made out with another girl in the ring.
Did they really?
Yeah, she's gay.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't watch that part. I don't know what I was doing. Oh, well.
Yeah, she'd be gay.
I did not see that. But Amanda Nunes, did she submit her? Yeah, she choked her out, didn't she? Chokes out Miesha Tate to win the title. That was kind of the women's division. It's like as soon as Ronda Rousey was exposed as a human, everyone gets the belt now. It's like, here, you can have it this time. And then now you can have it for me, and then I'll give it to you, and then you can have it. We're just going to share. Everybody gets
I
the
don't
belt.
see Amanda Nunes having it for very long.
Nah, she'll lose it to the next person she fights.
She'll lose it to her girlfriend. They'll be scissoring in the middle of the cage.
Kid gloves. Kids, put on your earmuffs.
There's nothing bad about that. They're playing with scissors.
That's
in the
right.
middle of
They're
the cage,
just doing. They're cutting up construction paper. With their scissors. But anyway, all in all, it was a good fight, good card. I don't mind spending my money on that one. We're gonna have to split the Conor McGregor, so because I don't know any of the other fights, and I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I want to watch that fight.
Yeah, that card. That card's just Conor's carrying that.
Yeah.
Card.
It's gonna be Conor and Nate's show, and everybody else is gonna be just there.
Yeah.
Hoping to get a little piece.
Who's this Broseph getting in on our
Cheese Dogs? I don't know. Cheese Dogs is in here. I don't know. What else is going on?
Cheese on his shirt.
I need to go walk around and get some more Pokeballs. Cheese Dog.
Man, I wish I had a cheese dog right now.
All right.
I've been trying to be good on my diet, and I seriously haven't had any fast food or anything crazy like that in a long time.
Well, let me tell you a story. So, it kind of relates to that. We eat like garbage. I eat terrible. I eat McDonald's and all that stuff. I do work out pretty regularly, but this month
probably work out more than I do.
Has been extra bad. But anyway, so my wife is watching a show. It's called Below Deck. It's a reality show about a crew on a yacht, like a 60-foot charter yacht that takes rich people out. You know, people rent the yacht for however long. They take them out. There's like 10 or 12 people that crew the boat. And it's basically a show about this crew. And of course, it's all young people that are hooking up with each other and having fights with each other and doing, reality television stuff. But she's been watching it and she's been giggling at it. And she's the type of person that she doesn't think anything's funny. So for her to giggle at something, stop pushing me. For her to giggle at something, it means it's either really, really funny or it just hits her in the right moment. So she's been giggling at the show for a couple of days, and she's just watching it on Netflix or something, or Bravo TV. Yeah. And it's dudes on a boat, dudes and girls on a boat, taking these rich people out for whatever. So she brings the iPad into the room today, and she's like, "Can you look like this guy?" I'm like, "What do you mean? Can I look like this guy?" She's like, "Can you go to the gym and look?" I'm like, "What are you talking about right now?" She brought me she paused the video on a shirtless dude. And I'm like, "You're looking at shirtless dudes on the internet. What are you doing?"
That gives you a pass.
You're looking at lady porn.
Lady porn.
Which I don't care. I'm not the jealous type, so I just thought it was hilarious.
I wish a girl would tell me that, because I'd be in the gym like all the time.
That's what I told her. I was like, "Well, I'm gonna have to start going to the gym, and we're gonna have to start eating right." And absolutely, I don't know about the whole tan part because I don't tan too well, but I can do the rest of it. It just takes time, but I'm not going to because it's too much effort. All the other stuff working, taking care of the kids. It's just, no, I'm going to work out when I work out, and I'm going to eat what I want to eat until I have time to care, time to figure it out.
know.
So that was just hilarious to me this afternoon that she did that. She never does that stuff. I mean, we'll both comment on other people. Like, we don't have any reservations about the appearance of other people or pointing things out because it's just not a big deal. But I just thought it was hilarious, just hilarious that she did that. Because she doesn't really ever do that, which means one, she either really thought that dude was cute, or two, she just, I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, funny story. Oh no! Our dudes made the death sound at the same time. But anyway, guys, I think that's going to do it for the Sunday evening chat. We're going to end it with a funny story and a death. So I am Death from Above. I really appreciate you guys watching. He's Luna Wolf. You got anything else to say before we get out of here?
Yeah, I'm gonna go invisible.
3, 2, 1, go. All right, guys, I really appreciate you watching. Leave a like if you've enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you want to see more videos. And don't forget, leave a comment if you want to be in next week's video. We'll hit those at the beginning of the video next week. And subscribe if you want more, like if you like the video. And I'm out of here. Thanks for watching. I'm Death from Above. I will see you later.
Whee!
See you, bye.